I'm Dr. Carol Scott, a trauma-informed developmental psychologist who teaches you how to get along better on the adult playgrounds where you play. As your coach, I bring you the SAS, self-aware success strategies that are your birthright. In this video, I share 3 of those success strategies as tools to dial back the drama when your family gathers for special events like birthdays, weddings, or summer barbecues. We will look first at your general self-awareness and follow that with the relationship strategies I call independence and negotiation. Have more fun, bring home more happy memories, and spend less time mopping up tears in the bathroom or cleaning up the other interpersonal messes that can manifest when families get together. Holiday meals, birthday parties, baby christenings, weddings, and full-on reunions with all the far-flung relatives. These are just a few of the times that families gather. Perhaps the drama is mild and manageable, and perhaps it's exploding over the top. Either way, I have some great strategies for you to successfully dial back whatever drama and dysfunction might surface when your family gathers. The bottom line is that you are not stuck with what you grew up with. The role you play in the drama, the steps you do in the family dance, can be repatterned with these self-aware success strategies, the SAS. To bring a sassier self to your family gatherings, let's start with that self-awareness. Before you get in the car or on the plane or train, take some time to remember and reflect. Let's start with looking at the pattern that you've observed in the past. Think of it as a folk dance you all do together whenever you gather. Then we'll take a closer look at your steps in the dance. Use whatever tools work best for you as you develop this self-awareness. For some, that might be journaling your thoughts, while others might want to just think about it while taking a walk or listening to some instrumental music. Maybe you use a practice of lucid dreaming that will help you, or perhaps you just want to talk it through with a trusted friend or your therapist. Your goal is a wider view of patterns so familiar that you no longer see them. What's the big picture of what happens when your family gathers? Does everything go fine for the first couple of hours before the happy joy starts to deteriorate into bickering, snide remarks, and hurt feelings? If so, what's the factor that seems to be the tipping point? Is it the amount of alcohol consumed, or that someone starts bringing up memories of the past? Is it the arrival of a particular family member in the mix that seems to initiate negativity? Do the men all get competitive about their strength or success? Do you all gang up on one specific family member, or does everyone join a free-for-all of finger-pointing blame? We're not looking just at what happened the last time, but finding what is the consistent pattern. What are the elements, the steps in the dance that seem to occur every time you gather? Think about a folk dance or a square dance, where a group of individual dancers follow patterns that bring them together and move them apart. What's the name of your family ballet? Once you have identified that Papa's pushy polka or the harping on hairy hula is your family's dance pattern, it's time to be honest about your role. You may not be a lead dancer, but you are a participant. You can't help but be. Maybe the metaphor for your role is that you're the drummer who keeps speeding up the pace with your input. Or you applaud from the sidelines to encourage the tango to hell going on in front of you. Maybe you're like the square dance caller yelling, "Swing your partner round and round." This step requires you to admit that you have a role in what is happening. Once you have these 2 bits of self-awareness, seeing the family pattern and seeing your role in it, you can add 2 success strategies for coping when the dance inevitably begins at the next gathering. The most important strategy is your own independence. Maintaining your center in your unique perspective. Your job is not to tell everybody else what the dance is and how you see them contributing. Your job is to sit out the dance. Again, before the event begins, ask yourself these 2 questions. What needs do I want to meet in this gathering, and what do I want as my gifts to carry home? What do you need from these people, and what do you want as your takeaway? Let's start with what you need. You may find that the needs you've been bringing are not the ones the family can meet. Are you seeking validation of your worth from people who withhold it as a general rule? Do you need affirmation for recent accomplishments in your life, but have a family that's better at criticizing your mistakes? Do you need to feel that you're of service, helping and supporting others in a family that identifies your efforts to serve as forms of control and manipulation? Plan ahead to bring to the forefront one or two needs you know your family is good at meeting. Do you have a need for a sense of belonging, and they're good at including you rather than shutting you out? If you need connection through spirituality, are these the people who share that faith perspective? Or do you just need to be seen for who you are, and your family can do that rather than force you behind a mask that makes them feel more comfortable? Get clear about this aspect of your unique self, your independence, and pack your bags with needs that they can address well. Then, add to that what you want as a parting gift. Do you hope to carry home new stories from a family elder, having spent time asking about their early years? Maybe you want to bring back a fun family game you all played for years and carry home new experiences to add to those old memories. Maybe you want to form the first bonds of friendship with a new family member, someone just married into your clan, or a young child finally old enough to talk and play. Bringing your authentic self in the form of clearly identified needs and wants allows you to arrive centered in your identity. Once at the event, staying in your independence also means noticing your emotions and opinions as they arise and keeping those to yourself. But being self-aware, allowing yourself to feel your feelings and hear the thoughts as they rise within you, that lets you say to yourself, yes, there I am. I am feeling sad about this fight my sisters are having, and I don't need to join it. I am judging my brother for how much he's drinking, and I don't need to say about it. I wish Mom would let us help her more with meal preparations, and so on. Self-awareness of your thoughts and feelings keeps you centered in your true self and out of the role you're used to playing in the family dance of drama. One more strategy, negotiation, will mix nicely with your independence. Pull up your bootstraps, tighten your suspenders, gird your loins, or do whatever you have to do so that you can say no and hear no. Identify your limits and get ready to hold on to them. And make sure you're ready to say yes when it works for you, rather than as a knee-jerk response to whatever request is made of you. Be aware of the agreements you're willing to make and those you're not. Negotiation is about getting what you want, of course, and as a success strategy, it's all about win-win solutions. Negotiation done well ensures that others get what they want too. If you've identified that one part of the family dance is free-flowing alcohol and that you're the party animal topping up everyone's glass, then you may need to say no when a sibling suggests moving from beers to shots. If you perceive that falling into the remember when stories of childhood leads to dredging up and rehashing old conflicts, maybe your no is to get up and go to the other room when that starts. Or maybe that's when you break out the Uno deck or cornhole boards or remind everyone of that guessing game you played on long car trips. Well, that's a quick introduction to some healthy sass to deal with your family's drama. First, gain self-awareness by reflecting on the pattern of your family's unique form of interpersonal drama or dysfunction and identifying the role you play in that dance. Next, shore up your independence. Clarify what needs your family can meet and what you want by the end of the day. Then listen to your body and mind. What are you feeling and what are you thinking? No need to share, just be aware. Third, practice your negotiation. There are limits you may need to hold, some no answers to give, and some agreements to uphold. Your yes in the right situations. Please share your successful or stumbling efforts to dial back the drama at your family gatherings. And if you see a need to strengthen any of these success strategies, please join one of my monthly Sunday salons. This free 90-minute small group coaching experience gives you a bigger sip of this sass live via Zoom from wherever you live. Learn more on my website or in the video notes. Until next time, take care. And hey, let's all get out there and be more sassy.